Look, I'm going to be honest right up front. Thor, Norse mythology, gods with magic hammers, that usually is not my thing. I've always leaned toward the more grounded heroes like Iron Man, which you should watch the review here, or other street level characters. So every time I rewatch this movie, there is some hesitation, but surprise, surprise, it's actually pretty good and I kind of enjoy it every time.
My friends, we're going to Jotunheim.
This movie absolutely screams early MCU charm. You can feel Marvel still figuring itself out, but in a really enduring way. It's smaller, it's simpler, and more character-focused than what the MCU would eventually become. And honestly, I miss that, although I do enjoy the majority of MCU today. Kenneth Branagh brings this Shakespearean tone that shouldn't work, but somehow does. Asgard feels dramatic and theatrical, while Earth feels awkward, grounded, and slightly goofy, kind of that out of water feeling.
Just taking a little blood. How dare you attack the son of Odin! I need some help!
And yet, that contrast is where a lot of the fun comes from.
Stage kiss!
Do me a favor and don't be dead.
Chris Hemsworth is the real fun here. Early Thor is cocky, reckless, and honestly, kind of a jerk.
Come on, boy! And you are an old man and a fool!
And that's the point. Thinking about it now, that's the point for more than one of these early MCU characters. Watching him get knocked down a peg, stripped of his powers literally, and forced to grow as a person on Earth is the heart of the movie. Even if you're not into gods and myths, the story is still super relatable. It's about humility, responsibility, and learning that being worthy isn't about strength, it's about your character. And oh yeah, the hammer stuff works too.
You better call it, Coulson. I'm starting to root for this guy.
But I'm going to be honest, like any time Tom Hiddleston is on the screen, Loki steals the movie, as normal. Even here, in his very first appearance, you can already tell Marvel struck gold. His conflict feels personal, it's emotional, and way more interesting than the typical take over the world villain. Both of the brothers, well, not brothers, look pretty different than today's standards, so it's also kind of funny to see that. Natalie Portman as Jane Foster, look, she's fine. Don't get me wrong, she is a fantastic actress, but the romance does feel a little more rushed than the other two early movies romance the MCU put out, but it's charming enough, and honestly, watching Thor stumble around Earth like a confused alien is still funny. Also, shout out to the S.H.I.E.L.D. cameos and, of course, my guy Coulson.
Thank you for cooperation.
And that growing sense of a shared universe. This is Marvel not so quietly building to something big, and it's fun to watch it in hindsight. Let's be real, the Destroyer isn't exactly a memorable villain.
Is that one of Stark's?
I don't know. Guy never tells me anything.
And he really isn't the villain of the movie. Loki would be that nod, but it feels like the big climax starts with the Destroyer fight, and it is a cool fight, but you know, I think that could be a drawback for some people. Some of the Asgard scenes drag a bit, and if you already don't love fantasy or mythology, parts of this movie still won't fully win you over, but that's okay. Yeah, Thor 1 didn't suddenly turn me into a mythology fan, but as an early MCU film, it's solid, it's charming, and it's surprisingly heartfelt. It's got the classic Marvel tone before everything became massive, multiversal, and overlooked with CGI. It's a movie that knows what it wants to be, tells a clean origin story, and sets up characters that would go on to become MCU legends. Not my favorite Marvel movie, and that's okay, but one I find enjoyment in revisiting nonetheless. And honestly, that early MCU magic still hits in just about any Phase 1 movie. But that's my review of Thor from 2011. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure you stay tuned here to the channel as we continue to work to Avengers Doomsday and continue to work to our goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers before the movie comes out. We thank you for watching today's episode, and now that you've got some time, go refill that popcorn bucket.
All right, show's over.